Happy fortnight. Welcome to Retro Dailies, the car show that says you could and should drive a retro car every day. My name's Liam Carter. I'm about to meet a guy called Jay Phillips, who's got a V8 Capri. Can I sit on it? Is that fine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. So I'm using a lapel mic instead of a... It's really warm. It is really warm on my bum.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Yeah. So I'm here using a lapel mic instead of a shotgun mic because I'm an idiot and I forgot to bring mine up from Manchester. So it's sat now beside my bed there, just wait for me. But as you can see, this is a Ford Capri, but it's not like any other Ford Capri. Why is this Ford Capri different?
Well, it's different because I fitted a Mustang 302 5-litre V8. That's the horrible Frankenstein engine conversion. A lot of the parts are still to be replaced. The rocker covers are slightly warped, so there's a little bit of leakage. I'm just waiting on some Edelbrock rockers coming for it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bodywork under here to be done. I've still to tidy up and colour coordinate, but I'm waiting until a lot of the chassis is strengthened. I'm going to get some webbing done, just try and reinforce the whole engine bay. And unlike the other Capris in the UK with the Mustang 5-litre V8, I've still got the 1.6 brakes and suspension.
Right, gearbox and...
Well, the gearbox is Mustang, the prop shaft's custom made, but the rear axle, all the brakes and all the suspension are still 1.6 Capri.
And it handles it fine?
Not really, no. It's quite dangerous, I would say. If you want to push it, it starts to get really sketchy. But it's a work in progress, and the engine just happened to be the first part of the conversion. So, yep, we've still got a lot of slowing down and cornering issues to iron out, but for the time being it's interesting.
Muscle cars don't really do cornering though, do they? So you don't need to?
They don't really do cornering, but at least they're predictable. This it handles like a skip going down the side of a cliff.
Right.
And it's just as comfortable.
Well, I've got the red leader, so I know exactly what that's like.
Typical hot start issue.
Yay, automatics!
I fucking hate them.
So it doesn't like weight inside the car?
No, it doesn't really like any weight at all. Because I've still got the old 1600 leaf springs, which the front shocks are almost bottomed out all the time.
The engine's sizes, not including the obvious V8 that's in here, it goes from a 1.3 up to a 3-litre Essex, the Essex V6.
Although you are missing out on the Mark 1, they've done the 3.1 Comanche Essex as well. The RS3100.
Ah!
You got the RS3100 and the Comanche. I'm not entirely sure if that was the same car or not, but Mark 1s aren't my strong point.
All of the underneath on the Mark 1 Capri is fully based on the Mark 2 Cortina, so it's all the same underneath. So if you ever need to swap parts, that's what you can do. You can find a Mark 2 Cortina. Alright then. So this is a quiz based on the year that this is. 1978, the year that this Capri was made. What song did Rod Stewart ask in this year?
I don't know. Did I get to phone a friend? My mum would probably know.
If you think I'm sexy. There we go.
Got it, yeah. I would never got that.
Which iconic film in this year was released starring John Travolta?
Grease.
Yeah, there we go. 1, We've got one. Which superhero film was released in this year?
Superman.
Yeah, we got two. What iconic British television soap was, sorry, not soap, what iconic British television series was released in this year?
I'll take a stab and say Fawlty Towers.
No, the answer is Grange Hill.
Ah. I never got that, I was never a fan.
And the last question, I know you'll probably end up getting straight away. Which football team won the FA Cup in this year?
Fuck knows, football's for losers.
What was that?
Football's for losers, fuck knows.
Well, it was actually Ipswich Town that won the FA Cup this year.
Couldn't have told you that, I try and stay as far away from football as possible.
So, as a retro car, what would you say are the pros and cons of driving one on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, the pros are, it's very simple. If anything goes wrong, it's usually an easy fix. If it's not easy, it's usually still pretty cheap. And if you're driving a standard one, they're not particularly expensive to run and maintain, so cost is quite a big thing. The cons are, if you want to use the car in winter, especially if it's carbureted, you do get a bit of inconvenience when it comes to starting it. Generally speaking, older cars, if again you're going with a standard one, will have a lot thinner wheels, and when it comes to the wet weather and whatnot, they can be a bit tail happy, or generally they take a bit of skill to drive just in a normal manner.
Skill like what you and I have?
Well, I don't think I have the skill, because usually this car scares the absolute shit out of me.
Jesse has skill, don't you, Jesse? Don't film me.
But yeah, I would say that it's the kind of thing that, unless you really want to have the old car, it's not the kind of thing you can do just as an image thing, because they are inconvenient, you do get dirty, they are more difficult to drive to a degree, comfort's a big factor. Anything modern is going to be more comfortable than something like this. No remote central locking, generally no central locking on a car of this age, so you're always doing that reach over to let someone else in.
Yeah. I did that when the fuse went on my central locking. Does the tape light work?
No. Give it a yank, it'll come straight out the hole in the dash. Oh dear.
Safe or sick? Ah.